He said he's keeping the money, he has been spending it bit by bit, and then he also bought some cows with the money, and then he has bought 5 plots of land from that money too.
For Abba Kyari and his co-travelers, I think there's no basis for them to engage in such corrupt practices and also getting involved in criminal. You see, policing is about role modeling. People look up to you to solve their security challenge. You are relied upon to arrest criminal elements. If you now go rogue, if you that everybody is looking up to now becomes the albatross that is even tormenting and exploiting and committing criminal offenses, then it shows that you are not worth the uniform that you are wearing. And Abba Kyari has been favored, deeply favored by the Nigerian state. I mean, for him, he should thank his stars that he was fairly treated.
A 2016 report indicates that Nigeria's police force has about 370,000 police officers. Over the last few decades, the work and living conditions of the rank and file of the police especially have left much to be desired. Many police officers are poorly paid, and this has been argued to be the reason why many engage in unethical practices. This slide in the credibility of the police has made many Nigerians lose their trust in the police. On many occasions, they have been accused of unlawful activities. In the aftermath of the EndSARS protest, the federal government promised a better salary package for police officers. For context, a police recruit in Nigeria earns a little over 9,000 naira. In next door Ghana, the least paid police officer receives 1,320 Ghana cedis. This is over 80,000 naira. This is the average monthly salary, including housing, transport, and other benefits. About 6 in 10 Nigerians believe that the police are corrupt. According to a survey conducted by Statista in 2020, 35.5% of the respondents stated that most policemen and policewomen were corrupt, while 25.5% of them thought that everyone in the police force was corrupt. This begs the question, why? Are the police predisposed to bribery, corruption, and human rights abuses because of their poor pay?
But you see, many people they go into Nigerian police, into the military, with the mindset that, look, this gun that they are going to give me, I will use it to take care of myself. That's why today we have some rogue elements in Nigerian military and the police that are aiding and abetting kidnappers. Some of them have been alleged to even remove their uniform and engage in abduction and extortion and all of those criminal activities. But what I'm saying invariably is that it's not sufficient justification to say because there is a poor welfare package for men of Nigerian police, then we should condone or live with their corrupt tendencies.
In this exclusive interview, public affairs analyst Jide Ojo believes the abysmal salary of some police officers could be a factor in some of the questionable actions and inactions of some officers.
There is nothing that says that the police should not be treated the same way the military is treated. There is nothing that says that the police should not earn as much as the members of the soldiers in the Nigerian Army, the Air Force, and the Navy, that they should not be treated at par. So the discrimination against the Nigerian police, I think, gives room for them to engage in extortion and corrupt practices.
Then there is the case of Abba Kyari and his colleagues. What can be learned from all the revelations that have come to light?
This is a man that the whole House of Reps gave a standing ovation. This is a man that a street is named after in this Federal Capital Territory. Those are national honors. And I think it's a betrayal of trust. If actually he committed those crimes for which he has been alleged to have committed, it wasn't as if Nigeria is under war in which you, what do they call it? You just abduct people and say that they must enlist in the fighting of the war. So if it was done voluntarily, he must have done his due diligence to know about the package, about the welfare within the system.
On the streets of Abuja, we ask Nigerians if they think poor salaries and welfare are responsible for some of the crimes Abba Kyari and his colleagues are alleged to have committed.
The corruption issue is an endemic issue. It has gone into the fabrics of both the policemen and the politicians. And therefore, if the person at the top cannot curtail the level of corruption, because even if you say that Buhari is not corrupt, those around him are corrupt, then what do you say? When power is corrupt, absolute power corrupts absolutely.
This is a personal opinion, but to me, I think the police are being paid well. They are paid more than other civil servants. So it's not a matter of being paid well. I think that corruption is in their blood. It's only very few among the police that I can say they are not corrupt. So let us remove the issue of good payment. It is a matter of one's conscience.
There's no amount you pay criminal without being a criminal. If you like, send Nigeria to him. He will still did what make me a criminal. So I believe that many of them, they are all about their concern. It's all about what will enter their pocket and bank accounts.
The good news for the police is that the present administration has ordered the National Salaries, Income and Wages Commission to review upward police emoluments. But that is where the good news seems to end. There are speculations their salaries have been increased, but Roots Television cannot independently confirm that. Amid criticisms of its treatment of police officers, the police leadership says it is not sitting on its hands. A press statement released on the 23rd of February 2020 by Olumuyiwa Adejobi, Force Public Relations Officer, stated that in a bid to cater for the welfare of the personnel, the Inspector General of Police, Usman Alkali Baba, ordered the immediate distribution of police uniforms and kits to various zones, commands and formations in the Nigeria Police Force. So that you don't take our word for it, we decided to take a tour of the MD Abubakar Barracks, located at the Dede Kubwa Expressway, Abuja, to see for ourselves the living conditions of police officers there. On arriving there, we met with a police officer who asked that his identity be concealed.
I have living in the barracks so far. In fact, we are facing some difficulties in the barracks because in the barracks there are no social amenities for us to enjoy in the barracks. Light, we don't have light. The time before we get light, we're around 10 to 11. And before you wake up in the morning, there's no light. We don't have water in the barrack. We have to go this Merua to go and fetch water for you. You buy a truck is 400, 500. So depending on where he brought it for you, you pay him, then you get water. There are no roads that you can go to your own house. The only road is only from the main gate to the NEPA side. That's the only place that we have road. But other places there's no road. So all those places, those that have car, they cannot even go to their houses with their car. You park your car somewhere, sometimes you wake up, the car is no longer there, have been stolen away because it doesn't get to your own house. So in the barrack, we found it difficult to live in the barrack. And one room, that's one flat occupied by 2 or 3 people. One will maintain the parlor, other one will maintain the master bedroom and the other bedrooms, management toilet.
This officer is calling on the Nigerian government to
come out of from pension, that is our wahala pension, and be our major problem. Because you retired, assistant superintendent, or deputy superintendent, they are giving you 1.5 million for 35 years. Yes. So, what are they going to do? Even if I sell a car for 35 years, they sell that one, and not go sell them. And they give you their money, say then they use them to trade for you, and you know go see where, as soon as you don't die, they don't close it from there. Nobody get it from your family again. So these are some of the problems there.
But how can Nigeria police be free from corruption? A change of system and not personnel may be the answer.
The yardstick for promotion should be universal, should be standardized. You should not just be promoting. Yes, if you perform heroic effort, maybe that's justified. But to even come and arrest a suspect, you have to provide vehicles. You have to fuel their car if they are coming with their own operational vehicle. You have to mobilize the boys. Take this one for feeding. That is not right. It should have been catered for by the state, so that this will immune them from taking opportunity. I don't know whether you've seen a video of some of the police colleges and how inhuman some of the trainees they were exposed to. Poorly fed and then made to go through. I mean, this is not supposed to be part of the training. Some of them dies in training. So, Nigerian police must be acquainted with modern policing system.
Citizens are protecting facts. Citizens want their high school,